opening night of ladies gymnastics. Quick score, Yugoslavia and the Soviet Union. Yugoslavia in basketball, 71. The Soviet Union, 68. About 5 minutes to play. 3-point lead for the Yugoslavs. The winner plays the United States-Brazil winner for the gold medal Sunday. You'll see the United States-Brazil game coming up. Right back out to the Tacoma Dome and Jim Simpson. Jim?
All right, Larry, the Soviet Union still trying to catch the Americans, with the Americans yet to go in the second half of this, the third rotation. And let's go back in time for just a moment to Natalia Kalinina, 16 years old, out of the Ukraine, and this is her performance on the floor exercises. Kathy Johnson will be quick to tell you the Soviets are simply superb in this event.
They are exquisite in this event. They not only have the dance, the tumbling, they have everything for this event. And they combine it beautifully. A double layout with a perfect landing. Look at the expression and the choreography. They truly strive for perfection. They do all the difficult elements and make them picture perfect. For her middle tumbling run, she performed a full twisting double back into a back handspring, straddle jump, tumbles back the other direction to a layout step out. Many of the gymnasts here do the full twisting double back as their opening pass. They do everyone else's difficulty and more in the same routine. And if I sound like I'm a fan of the Soviet floor routines, I am. It's just beautiful. Another full twisting double back. Drops it right in with a perfect landing again. What more can you say? It's just gorgeous.
She had a 9.887, besting her teammate Lysenko at a 9.875, but Boganskaya followed with a 9.925. So the Soviets have come on strong in this, their great event, the floor exercise. And again, to Kalinina. Italian, great performance.
It's hard to believe that someone with such grace and poise can tumble like this as well. Nice high double layout. One of the more difficult passes being done. This is a very exciting pass. She goes through to a full twisting double back and tumbles right out of it. And ends again with a very difficult final tumbling run. A full in, and does it perfectly.
The Soviets have completed their third rotation. The Americans will be on the vault next up. At the end of two, the United States was leading, and they've got to do some work on the vault to stay that way.
Over here, just the hundreds, some of the hundreds of little girls that work out with Bella Caroli at his gym in Houston. And Bella Caroli also has 3 of the 4 gymnasts representing the USA tonight. Among them, Kim Zmeskal, only 14 years old. She spent half her life at Bella Caroli's gym there. And the huge hopes of the United States gymnastics program rest in that tiny little 70-pound body. Now let's hear the journey from the girl that Bella Caroli says is a sleeping cat with a tiger's soul.
China at
My journey to the Goodwill Games began here in Houston at Caroli's gym, only I started before Bella was even here. I started gymnastics when I was 6, and Bella came about a year later. I was in the original Hope group. It was a group which Bella and Marta selected after, looking at all the girls at about the age of 7 or 8. I'm not an average teenager. I'm 4'5" and 71 pounds. Like when I first came to school, they were like, "Are you sure she's in what grade you said she was in? She looks like she's in 2nd grade." I'm used to it now. I want to be tall enough to be able to wear, like kind of clothes that I want to and time shopping.
Not too bad. I think they're supposed to be short. Oh, yeah, I know.
Hop, 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 hop.
So in gymnastics, doing small hooks, like, with a smaller body to carry around, it makes tricks a lot easier. Right now, I'm looking forward to competing at the Goodwill Games and the next year's World Championships, and then the Olympics in '92. After '92, I'd like to be a normal teenager.
One almost forgets that these national and world champions are just teenagers. Svetlana Boginskaya still plays with dolls. That makes their courage, consistency, and cool all the more amazing. Jim?
All right, Hannah. The United States trying to upset the Soviet Union. They will now need, for their 3 vaults, 29.662 total, which would average 9.887 to tie the USSR. Amy Shearer will be first up. And it looks as though, Kathy, it may come down, they'll take the better of the 2 vaults. It may come down to how well the Americans do on the uneven parallel bars to decide this whole thing tonight. But at the moment, the Americans are on the vault, and Amy Shearer, another Karolyi's students, is up.
This is a good event for the Americans. They all have strong vaults. Yurchenko with a full twist and a stuck landing. That's what it's going to come down to. They've got to stick these landings because they cannot afford to give away a 10th or 2/10 on landings.
Now remember, if she likes the second one better, she can take that, one of the 2.
This is actually an advantage to stick your first vault, because if you come back and even just do an equal vault and still stick the landing, chances are the score tends to go up a little bit. Nice height, nice open position in the air, and of course a good landing.
Awaiting her second vault. Amy is out of Cincinnati, of course, trains in Houston, as we said, and should get along with Bella just fine because he's very fond of animals and has a lot of her own pets. If you saw Bella's ranch down there feeding a deer,